This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Stakeholders from the public and private sectors attended the Caribbean Growth Forum at the Super Club's Breezes today. On hand for the occasion, Minister of State for Investments Kaylis Rowe and Prime Minister Perry Christie.
Mr. Christie noted that such initiatives are important to national development and the future economic growth of the country, while allowing Bahamians to become more involved in the country's planning.
The government needs that kind of stimulus, that kind of participation from the people of our country, because otherwise you just sit down passively and get the results of what we decide. And so here's a real opportunity to come up with a plan for the country, or the beginnings of a plan for the country, that we could be judged by, and a politician coming in after me, right, would think twice before he deviates from the plan. And we don't have to go through this cancel and review, or review and cancel kind of politics.
Hundreds filed past the body of former acting Deputy Police Commissioner Christopher McCoy today as his remains lay in the foyer of the Paul Farquharson Conference Center at police headquarters. Mr. McCoy died in his home on Wednesday at the age of 60. Mr. McCoy started his career with the Royal Bahamas Police Force in 1970. In 2009, he retired from the force at the rank of Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police. Among those viewing the body this morning were Governor General His Excellency Sir Arthur Folkes, Prime Minister Perry Christie, Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, and Minister of National Security Dr. Bernard Nottage. Mr. McCoy will be laid to rest during a funeral service at the Church of God of Prophecy, Joe Farrington Road, Saturday at 11 a.m.
Well, that does it for this segment of the news.
Stay with us, though. The Bahamas Tonight continues with news from around the Family Islands up next.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. The Caribbean Growth Forum kicked off this morning at the Super Club's Breezes Resort. Prime Minister Perry Christie officially opened the event. He said forums like this one are important because it allows Bahamians to become involved in the planning of the country. The forum provided a platform to inspire 15 Caribbean countries to map up growth development strategies. Other topics covered include investment, climate logistics, connectivity, skills, and productivity. Next month, Miami will be the site for the Offshore Alert's annual conference on international finance. Considered to be one of North America's leading conferences, attendees will hear from over 35 speakers. Topics to be covered will include how to identify red flags in offshore transactions and expert analysis on the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, or FACTA. The conference will be held May 5th through 7th. And in another 4 years, a report released by Gartner is reporting that the undisputed king of technology, Microsoft, could be obsolete. According to the Daily Ticker, Microsoft is losing ground in the market to Google and Apple. The technology research and advisory firm Gartner predicts that by 2017, shipments of devices using Google's Android operating system will dwarf shipments of Windows PCs and phones, and shipments of Apple's iPhones and iPads will be almost parity with devices powered by Microsoft. The short of it, Microsoft needs to make up some ground in smartphones or the tablet market. That's a look at your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.